Amor, despacito. Quiero que suene tu quiero despacito. Quiero que diga cosas al oído. Pero que recuerdes si estás conmigo. Danzmen, if you're watching this, I tried to send this onto your Discord as my Despacito. I'm not forcing you to use mine or anything, I'm just saying you can. Wow, I'm very desperate for attention. Hello everyone, and welcome to another Geometry Dash video, and in this video I'll show you how to build like Danzmen. Danzmen is a design creator who's recently been blowing up in-game and on YouTube. He also streams and makes level request videos, which are both really entertaining. He started out making levels which rely mostly on air deco, but ever since he's improved by a lot, taking inspiration from other creators. But in this video, we're mostly focusing on his old style. This video was suggested by Danzmen himself and said that we had to make a circle boss, so a circle boss will be in this video, so let's get started. So first off, you need to have an idea of what you want the level to look like. So the theme that I wanted to work off is emojis. It was originally memes, but I didn't know how to put memes into a level and in a circle boss fight, so we're gonna use an emoji theme. So because Danzmen's levels have the weirdest titles, we'll name it Emoji Pop. You know, that dance move that was in the Emoji Movie in that Just Dance scene, it was there just the rest of the plot, and then it was made to make little kids dance after that because they saw the movie but failed because the movie was so bad? Yeah, that dance move. We're naming our level after that. I'm also setting the song to Friends by Colebreaks and Wubbaduck because I think it fits what we're doing. So let's start building. I'm going to skip the beginning of the level inside the video because that would just make the video boring, so we'll start with a drop. So let's start making the gameplay. First, we'll add in a cube, then a ship, and then a spider. We'll add in a short UFO part because Danzmen always uses short UFOs. Then we'll change to a cube and add these small blocks because Danzmen tends to use small blocks in cube sections. Then a robot, which will lead us to a ball part. Then after that, we gotta add a ridiculously difficult wave because Danzmen always adds in difficult waves. Up next is a duel because every Danzmen level has an annoying duel, and ending the part with a ship. Next is a space for the circle boss part, and we can skip that for now. Finally, we can end the level with a cube and a mini cube. So that's pretty much it for the gameplay. The first thing to design is the logo that Danzmen puts in all of his levels. Because I'm not Danzmen, I can't put in Danzmen's logo, so I'll just use a circle for my music visualizers. Thanks Centraplex for the design, by the way. Here's what it looks like. So next for our block design, Danzmen's block designs are pretty simple. So for our first design, we will use bricks from 2.0 on the outside, and in the inside we'll add rock blocks from 2.1 and metal blocks from 2.0. Oh, and don't forget the glow. Never forget the glow. We can basically do the same pattern for every block except the small ones. For a little touch, we'll add these spaces that look like emojis but are too small to be, and then we'll finish our designs with 3D. Now Danzmen takes full advantage of pulse in levels, so we're going to make the background pulse different colors, the 3D objects pulse the same color as the background, and then we'll make the block outlines pulse black. Next up are the gears, and basically all I did was put a gear on top of another gear. We must make it pulse like all the block designs though. For ground decoration, we can just spam a bunch of particles and it'll pass as decoration, except here on the ball part we need lava because every Danzmen level seems to have lava in it. So in the wave parts, Danzmen uses a block design that's completely different from the previous ones. So in this case, we're going to make a black outline, then to fill in the rest of the design we can put wood blocks in, and then some gears to add detail. Finally, we can add connector pieces from 2.0 and then our designs are done. I had to repeat this with the mini wave, but it's the same thing. Now we can move on to the most important part, the air decoration. There are three types of air deco in Danzmen levels that are used. First are the normal size objects that aren't very noticeable because they blend in the background, but move up and down. Then there are smaller objects that have a different color by the background that make them stand out, and quite often they have glow to make it look good. These blocks also move up and down. You can add particles as air deco, but it isn't required. Only use it if you think your deco sucks. Finally, there's tall vertical decoration that occurs slightly less than the other two types. In our case, our vertical decoration will be pulsing squares, and they won't be super noticeable, but I think it adds a good touch to the level. Then our unnoticeable decoration will be these circles. As you can see, they blend right into the background. For our particles, we'll start it out as red, but it'll slowly change colors. And when looking at the level, I forgot the small but noticeable air deco that I talked about earlier, but I did it afterwards just so you know. To finish up this section, we can make all of our block designs move, and the smaller blocks move upwards individually. The last thing I wanted to add is a background that pretty much shows a color on both the left and right sides of the screen. So for the dual section, we're going to change up the block designs, we're going to change the edges of the blocks and put rock blocks from 2.1 inside the blocks, along with gears from 2.1. I also put the small emojis onto each block just to make them stand out. On the ship part after the duel, we add gears that look like there's lava inside them because I saw the same design in Slap Squad 2. For the blocks, I used the same blocks as the ones in the duel. For air deco, I used hexagons, rocks floating in the air, and these circular objects. I covered the ground with particles as well as used some particles as air deco. Now it's time for the circle boss. Oh god, I'm scared. Before we even build the boss, I just want to add in a few objects. We'll add in these ground pieces, yellow particles, and glow. I'm also going to add a background that's pretty subtle, so it's kind of hard to see. So for the boss, I want it to be a thinking emoji, and I'll shoot lasers and game end you. And he will also have a machine gun and other emojis to game end you as well. So I'll cut to when I actually have the boss built. Okay, here's the boss. It looks pretty similar to the thinking emoji, and I know it isn't perfect, but I think it's good enough. I'm also going to build a laser that'll shoot at certain times, which will game end you if you get hit by it. So telling you what's inside every single trigger for this to work, it will take a really long time and you probably won't understand it anyways, so I'm just going to show you what the triggers do in the project. These triggers shoot the laser, then it makes a thinking emoji and the laser rotate, and then the laser will turn off and the thinking emoji will go back to its normal state. I did the same laser thing twice. The move triggers make the thinking emoji lunge towards you and it'll move past you, but then it'll go back to its original position afterwards. These triggers will flip the direction of the thinking emoji's hand and move it towards you, and if you get hit, it will game end you. So now I want a machine gun that you can shoot stuff at you. This will take a while. Okay, here's the machine gun. These triggers will make the machine gun fire 4 shots while it rotates upwards, and then I did the same thing, only the machine gun will go down. Finally, it'll fire 2 more shots in the middle, having to go back up. So I want to add more emojis in that'll shoot stuff at you, so... Okay, here's our laughing emojis. I know it's not perfect, but it's the best I can do. Now, I'm going to make it so both of the emojis will shoot tears at you, and they'll game end you. These triggers will fire another laser, basically the same attack as the beginning, and these triggers fire 4 more shots. 2 of them fire upwards, and 2 of them fire downwards. So the way to survive this attack is to go in the middle. So I have another idea for this attack, but it requires making more emojis. Oh my god! Okay, here are our 2 cool face emojis. These triggers will randomly move the emojis, so you'll have to remember the order that they'll attack you. And after that, the thinking emoji will go away and you'll pass the cancer part. Oh wait, everything in this level is cancer. And just a side note, you don't need to add in this much art stuff. I try to make the attacks fast and in pace with the song, but I don't want you to feel convinced that you have to make as much art as I did. So now we're almost done with the level, we just need to finish the end. You can get away with making this part more empty, but in our case, I'll actually try. First off, I want to make the block design pulse a bunch of different colors because I still don't think there's enough color in this level. Then I wanted to make a block design that flashes a little bit similar to the ball in Despacito OMG OWO, so I did this checkerboard design and I made them pulse, using the same colors as the outline. I also wanted to take complete advantage of pulse in this part, so I had a completely different but more simple block design pulse on all block designs. For gears, I used pretty standard gears, nothing too fancy, using the same colors as everything else. Next, I'm going to add lava both on the top and bottom of the screen, and I move the lava depending on where the cube is. To finish this off, we'll add some connector pieces on top of the blocks, then we'll make the smaller blocks in this section move into place like what we did with the other small blocks. The last touch I wanted to make to finish this Danzmen styled level is our logo that we used near the beginning of the level, and we'll use that as an end wall. The last thing we need to do is come up with a memorable description. I made mine... oh god. That's one super cool emoji, a lot of feelings in one. I get it. I like how you're one of those guys who could express his feelings. I'm gonna get all the girls with this level. Just kidding, I'm forever alone. And we're done. It took me 8 hours to make, so design takes a lot of time. Here's the finished result. So because I'm editing this level isn't out right now, but I will post the level ID when I post the video, so the level ID will be the first thing in the description if you want to play it. If this gets rated, I will question RobTop's sanity and it would be the greatest meme ever. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I tried to make it as easy to understand as possible, and if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like and a comment. I read all comments, and as always guys, this is GD Flaaroni signing out.